Hello teachers and everyone, my name is Nguyễn Thiên Phước, a student in class 6A7 from Phước Junior High School, District 7, Ho Chi Minh City. I have been created a love of reading from an early age. Every night before going to bed or in my spare time, my mother often tells and explains to me interesting fairy tales. At the preschool age, I heard a lot of picture stories with witty and inspiring voices of the girls. When I can read, I often go to the library and bookstore and find a lot of good books. It is thanks to those people and places that form a passion of reading in me. One of the good books I have ever read is the book I Am Malala. The book is the autobiography of a Pakistani girl named Malala Yousafzai and her journey to fight for women's rights to education and gender equality in Pakistan, at that time being attacked by Taliban terrorism. The author of the book is Malala Yousafzai, and with the help of American journalist and writer Patricia McCormick, the copyright has been purchased by Kim Dong Publishing House and translated by Lê Đình Chi. Each person is born with a good mission, dreams and ambitions when coming to this world. Someone becomes a doctor to save patients. Someone will be a teacher, sowing seeds of knowledge for generation, and so on. Regardless of the road, that mission is always directed to people and their future. At a young age, but Malala determined that she would become an activist for education in Pakistan. Malala's story became known to the world when she was shot on her way home from school in 2012, when she was just 15 years old. Luckily, she survived. Before Taliban appeared, Malala was having happy day to go in school with friends, coming home to play and relax with her two younger brothers. The 10 years old girl was then happy with very simple thing. In 2007, her beloved hometown began to change when the Taliban's fighters began to appear everywhere. Violence quickly spread across the Swat Valley, Pakistan, and threats descended on girls' school. They control people's lives, especially women. They frantically patrolled, killing everyone in the city. Under the occupation of the Taliban, all laws became harsh on women, with the explanation is that the girl who went to school was not Jewish Muslim and would go to hell. They thought music was dirty. It is forbidden for women to go out even when wearing a veil. A girl who loves books always ranks first in exam and is a daughter of the principal. Malala certainly understands the importance of studying and how important it is to be educated. Malala is supported by her family to stand up against the terrorists and fight for what she believed in. She protested, confronted in many ways that could spread her voice to people around the world by voicing her opinion on TV channel, writing articles for BBC in Urdu, telling about her life, her country under the Taliban regime. This is the voice of peace, the fight for the right of women to go to school. She became the target of their attack. They thought they could use weapons and death silence her. But unable, as God wishes, Malala miraculously escaped death and was sent to Birmingham for treatment and to start a new life. Her failure to return to her home country after her recovery was for safety reasons. Malala in the UK is the good thing to continue to help the people of her homeland. The Pashtuns have a saying, no Pashtun will gladly leave his land voluntarily. He does it either out of poverty or out of love, proving one thing, they love the land they were born in and only live because of force majeure. Malala left her homeland, but her heart was always toward the people there. Besides going to school in the UK, she continues her social work to make the world aware of the situation, advocates for human rights, eliminates poverty, and increase education in many poor parts of the world. At the age of 16, this female warrior stepped onto the podium at the United Nations to speak about peace and the fight for knowledge. I love the quote of Malala, one child, one teacher, and one pen, and one book can change the world. As Miss Malala once said, the weapon is knowledge, and using my life to help people. If we want to change the world for the better, I think it starts with ourselves. If we have the opportunity to enjoy a good education, let's take advantage and learn the knowledge to help ourselves develop. Then we will have the right directions and method to change things around us. This is a very good memoir that you should read. One. That story has inspired a lot of people because, of course, if circumstances, a 10 years old girl spoke out of her country and human rights, especially girls in Pakistan. Malala doesn't stop at giving speeches. She also founded the Malala Foundation to help girls in many countries access education. Through Malala's story, we see the bright color of hope, of justice, of good way conquering evil, of what is right, of consensus, joining hands and fighting for human rights. The book showed me an iron determination, a strong will, as this 5 miles from a girl than 10 years old. She was the one who inspired me to trust my thoughts. Like Miss Malala, I want all children in the world to go to school, get a good education, be loved and cared for by their families, and be cared for and be protected by society. Because in this world, not only Pakistan but also many children and especially girls, women in some parts of the world still suffer a lot of injustice and disadvantage. They do not have the right to speak out. They are not really protected, not recognized for their role. So they cannot fulfill their dreams and good missions. Here, I sing a piece of music by musician Lê Mai with the lyrics of poet Phùng Ngọc Hưng, Children Today, the World Tomorrow. Trẻ em hôm nay, thế giới ngày mai, đó là vần thơ, cũng là câu hát. Trẻ em hôm nay, thế giới ngày mai, xin được nhắc ngàn lần hơn thế. Trái đất chưa im tiếng bom rơi, xin điệp khúc chiều lần hơn thế. Bao trẻ em còn đói rách trên đời. Everyone knows that books contain a lot of knowledge in life, helping us think, become more aware, mature, and accumulate vocabulary. It helps us to understand human-to-human empathy, to feel the beauty of life. So why can't we not maintain a routine of reading every day or whenever possible as an enjoyment of life? It's nothing more than a rich experience of all levels on every page of the book. I would like to present what I have done and what I will do in the future. I joined my classmates in implement a movement to donate books to the class bookcase, share the books you have read with your classmates, practicing journaling, book reviews. We invite you to conduct reading hours at the full library. My future plan is calling on you to be diligent in reading and keeping your reading diary, responding to the competitions on reading culture organized by the school. Together with teachers to establish the cool love club, thereby we can share, exchange, and learn from each other. Join the school library collaborators group, support the librarian in her ability, make posters to promote reading, proposing the school to award good reader page to students. At school, I will work with teachers to mobilize friends to donate book extracted from snack money in order to enrich the classroom library and donate more to disadvantaged people. I want the school to organize a festival to propagate the importance and measures to maintain and improve reading habits at school and at home to parents. Organize a variety of reading activities as books and prizes. Prize can encourage and help students find books more voluntarily. I want to help volunteer organizations widely launch campaigns to support storybooks for schools and cultural centers in remote areas because many of you also want to support books and stories but don't know how to share. I will try to do that, what I plan to do in the near future. I want more and more children and people to love reading and spreading good things. For me, I just want to contribute some of my little things like that. I will try to improve my English so that I can spread reading to you not only in Vietnam but also to you all over the world. Finally, I would like to thank the organizers of the contest for creating opportunities for us to have an extremely useful playground through which we can learn and share what we want to say. I would like to sincerely wish the contest success.